Before he even understood what it meant, he was already being trained for it. A school uniform riding straight into a world no child should ever see. Hello, I'm Rochelle Potkar, and you are still with me, lumbering and ambling along as we reach chapter 4 of my novel, The Fabric Goddesses. And now I have to choose a part that doesn't have spoilers. Quite difficult and ask and task, huh? Because as you go deeper into the story, everything becomes crucial. But hey, I managed to find 2 vignettes from chapter 4 of The Fabric Goddesses. The following Saturday, when Gita was away, Krishna hurried off in his school uniform on his large wobbly man cycle, feeling like a king on a battle-worn chariot. Every now and then, he released his hand from the bars and wide-angled his arms like an eagle in flight. The school hours were not yet over, but as the road turned, he rode across a farm with his shirt gathering wind like a cloud beneath it. He reached a shack, panting profusely, and threw off his cycle. Appu and Annu had first brought him here to Bangi Anna's tent on the outskirts of the town, where no one ever ventured. Dressed in a shabby lungi and dirty vest, the thick-faced, thick-armed Bangi Anna stirred a mysterious pot on smouldering firewood. With his eyeballs half ascending to the top of his head, drunk or drugged, the man smiled as if reaching nirvana. Appu and Annu sat on a kacha parapet, and Krishna came into his element in front of them, breaking into a dance. As churns of clouds wafted from Anna's cooking utensils, the four of them rowdily chuckled. "Looks like tea," said Krishna, inhaling the tendrils, and feeling dizzy as his limbs relaxed. "Arrak," said Bangi Anna. "And from where do you get it? Tell us also," Appu said in a lazy drawl. "Why? To steal my business, huh?" No, Anna, we won't take risks like you. You know the police," said Appu, flashing his tobacco-ridden teeth. Krishna struggled to understand what they were seeing. He observed Appu and stood like him, with his legs apart and arms folded like a man. Bangi Anna pointed to the poppy husk, a miniature pyramid on an old newspaper beside the cooking pot. "This gold comes from Kambalapalli. Just mix it with arak. How's the selling of the opium gum doing?" Appu chose his words wisely to not irk the old crow. "Picking up, Anna, but slow. Have to be careful now. Their eyes are on me." "No risk, no reward," said Bangi Anna, staring at them. "What do you think I'm doing here? Sewing cotton or donating sperm? It's all hard work." Annu tapped Appu on the head as Krishna peered into Anna's paper wrappings, then into the packets. He stood on his toes to reach Appu's shoulder. When he grew up, he would be better than all of them. A star on TV. Someone important. People would remember him. "From that, we make brown sugar, Krishna. Are you listening?" "Boy is very bright, will learn fast," said Bangi Anna as Krishna nodded ferociously. "Sugar or no sugar, feeling like spice today," said Appu. "Where are you going?" asked Krishna, running after them. "For spice. Coming? But where?" "Masala blue film," winked Appu. Krishna rode alongside his ideal men on Gita's cycle. A woman can fix a broken business, but can she fix what's broken inside her? The next Friday afternoon, under the pretext of sourcing material for Chaturdurga, Gita was back at Vedas with a vengeance and some determination to complete her work. She thought of the ingratitude of children and of humanity in general before submerging herself into some number work. As the day galloped on, Suresh watched her countenance from his cabin's ajar door. How furiously she worked on that calculator. Under the vigor of her fingers, it seemed to transform into a typewriter, with invoices, receipts, and bills fluttering all around, and an old desktop that seemed like a bullock cart under her horse-sped hoofs. Gita checked records and loans and debts. Only when she straightened her posture did she register his presence. With a slantward gaze, she mumbled, "This is not a 4-hour job, Suresh Ray, but a whole day's work." Her jaw was set in a determined grouse as a glint of the setting sun caught between her eyes. Her face was ablaze, as if a clay idol maker had chiseled not just its contours, but her features in a film of feelings beneath it. Suresh thought of the video clip. What fool could think women were sex objects when they had the power to change fates like angry goddesses. Finish it in installments then, he said. What's the hurry? She looked at him quizzically. What's the hurry? You need to act fast if you want relief in this financial year. Look what the government notice says. She fished out a letter for him. He read it. Due dates for subsidy, applications, fines, and penalties. All right. Thank you. She let her gaze linger over him. He was slouching his back like a weary warrior. He was neat in his dressing style, as if role-playing a pre-independent spy on a theatre stage. You have been in this business for years, Suresh Ray. Yet I wonder sometimes how... What? You seem to miss the finer details. I know it's difficult managing such a big factory, but I inherited it and try to do my best. But I'm actually a musician at heart. He sighed and confessed. Dhols, drums, tablas. He drummed his fingers onto her desk. Oh, I would have never guessed that. Yeah, in fact, I play at recitals, small concerts. You should come sometimes. I would love to, said Gita nonplussed. You seem more tuned to the workings of this factory than I am. In such a short time, the number game, I could never grasp. Poor in maths. I'm better at astrology, approximate sciences, art and music. I realized long ago that a 3-meter lungi cannot be a 9-yard sari, no matter how much it's stretched. Gita laughed. It was nice to discover goodness in a person, like the presence of a wee bit of God in themselves. As Suresh walked away, speaking to Manori Amma and the dye workers, Gita realized Suresh Rao would have never suited Meena with his kind of eccentricities. But not for a minute could she let her mind stay musing and pondering like this. Monsters would begin climbing into her empty spaces to lay siege. Demons she had chained for years beneath the dungeons of her memory. Anytime she relaxed and put her guard down, something had gone wrong. If not then, she had felt the guilt of happiness and of trusting people too much. Before that incident, she had been so happy and carefree. Then those very virtues had proven to be vices. There were always wolves lurking in the shadows, sometimes in situations, sometimes as men. Probably she had developed an instinct to attract danger beyond her horizons with all the fear she had buried inside her, even those that she had no direct connection to. Maybe because she had become so dreadful and wary, she had attracted more and more fearsome things. This is from chapter 4 of The Fabric Goddesses. With this, I bid adieu until the next chapter. Come read along with me. Here's Rochelle Potkar signing off.